BluntCut MetalWorks, March 15, 2022. This is Niolox 63 Rockwell, sharpened at 18 degree precise, 600 grit diamond, with using Nets Pro. And Niolox, and this is my previous video, is a 3V, a 63 Rockwell, and also at 18 degree precise. Pretty much very similar geometry. The only difference is behind the edge thickness of the 3V is 7,000th of an inch, and this is 8,000. And so, there are tests out there people made that ranking that the 3V should be about, more like 5 times tougher than Niolox. So I just want to test and see how the Niolox perform. So do the similar test to the 3V there. Initial edge. Give a quick tip. Test. I do tip test first. It's rock. Okay, so I went through that. I did go to jump to the hard test. Keep the video short. $16D nail. That's terrible. That's not how I want to conduct the test. Much apology. Well, actually the edge didn't cut the nail very well. It fell. While the 3V have no problem. Well, actually that did a little better, but it didn't cut the nail though. It bent the nail but didn't cut the nail. I will try. See, the last cut here they did better. It's right here. They didn't have a big chip because it's not going through the nail. It's tough on the edge. But I cut myself. Part of the edge embedded on the nail right here, and I cut with the edge. Aha! Right there. It cut through. See, that one thing about it is I think didn't have enough force to correctly cut it. Then another cut. Maybe there's something out here I didn't do a good job. The last two cut right there, there was a roll and a cross, and I think what out before was a failure. Boy, that cut this guy quite deep. Oh, bloody. Okay. put a little pressure on it, I guess. Okay, one more. Yep. I think there's something off about it out here, but multiple cut the nail successful here. So it could be that when I did some work with it, it's didn't do a good grind. I keep on doing this. Well, keep the bleeding off. Okay, I will try to cut small in the heel here. That one, cut it also. Or I might cut. Okay, some more. That one didn't go through, I don't think. Yeah, when it's not complete, then I got pry in action, and then you end up with the chip. But you can see there are a bunch of hit right here, and these are got crushed in, except for the last one didn't complete here. They have a little bit piece come off. So here's the edge of the Niolox 63 Rockwell after the test, and quite a bit of damage. But let's take a look in that magnify version, magnify tip right there. You can see the tip there, a little bit tiny, a little bit of truncation here. In other words, it blunted in, but you can see that you lost something. It's right there, I think. Okay, and now let's go down and take a look at the where the Baton into the rock relative to here the 3V and here the Niolox. There are a lot of scratches, but you can see the apex, the edge here still. There are a lot of wear. In other words, got scraped away. While this thing got smoothing a little bit, and this thing basically got a little bit more of a eaten away a little bit. Some of these things I seem to flake off, or the sand kind of write it off. And go down to chopping on the nail here, the 16D nail. This is pretty. This is a half millimeter right here. So, and this thing would be a 1 millimeter, maybe 1.5 millimeter here, or something like that. Yeah, I think 1.5 millimeter loss right here for the big loss. While the 3V right here, you can see that that's it. The edge pretty intact. And interestingly, I mean, what I'm looking for, I mean, this right here, as you see the curve right here, and that would be a crack right there. So this piece going to come off. So this loss here probably maybe up to 2 millimeter high, right there. But now for the one I'm looking for, there are the multiple chops, they successfully chopped to the nail, and there is some deformation here, and so this is so a lot the toughness I was looking for here. And then on the last job, it didn't complete. You can see the nail, and then this little chunk come up. When you incomplete, then part of the edge get embedded into the nail. But by this time, I mean, I got very little of the edge left to chop, so it was in a weird place. But clearly, these are deformation. They are not, you know. So if the edge got steer and got pushed, and you want to embed it into the nail, and incomplete because of the, you know, this thing no longer cutting, because the edge got pushed sideways, then all the impact force is going to apply onto the edge here, and you're going to, yes, it will chip, but anyway, so this is going to be my good baseline for my future test, I mean Niolox blade test. But clearly, whether or not, this time for this damage and this thing here, yeah, I mean 3V is a lot tougher right there. And but also for the scraping here, it seems like the Niolox suffer more damages. But however, I mean they're not really cheap or anything. And as far as compressive test for the tip, this thing lost a little bit, while the 3V, well, I guess I got crop, but I don't think it didn't lose that little bit of the tips. Thanks for watching.